I'm Tracy Mockwitz, and I teach digital cinema at Champs Charter High School of the Arts. I taught English for a while, and I just wanted to change. And I thought, I always love a good story, so why not go ahead and take my passion for storytelling and translate that into a passion for teaching film. So I decided much later in my life to go back to school and to pursue an MFA in digital cinema. My dad got me interested in film when I was a young kid. We used to watch Twilight Zone episodes together and spend hours just sitting in front of the TV watching movies. So I've always enjoyed films, and I especially enjoy older films from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. I think that as an artist, you're constantly evolving, and the most important thing for filmmakers is to watch as much film as they can, because film changes. It's really a lens to teach us about what's going on in terms of our history and our culture and our society.
Breaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way.
I think in order to learn filmmaking, you do need to get your hands on the equipment. I can talk about theory and I can talk about process, and oftentimes that'll go in one ear and out the other as I'm competing with people's cell phones and their daydreams and thinking about their day and their friends and what they're going to eat. But I hope, if anything, people walk away with a greater appreciation for film. I think a lot of times people walk through the door and they think, oh great, this is going to be such an easy class and it's going to be an easy A, and then they don't realize how difficult it is to actually make a film and everything that goes into it. I think one thing that's interesting about film is you want to make as many mistakes as possible, because it's through those mistakes that you learn and grow as an artist. I would say be open. You just need to be open to the process. I think a lot of times, self-doubt holds people back in their own negative talk, and people will talk themselves out of anything quicker than they'll talk themselves into it. And I think it's a matter of breaking past that and, keep going and keep coming back to it, and to not give up and to not be afraid of the failure. And you'll learn by doing. My father was a biker, and my parents divorced when I was 8 years old. And when I was in 7th grade, I went to live with my dad, who was an alcoholic and a drug addict, and he was very physically and emotionally abusive. And I decided, when I moved to San Francisco, that I wanted to do something to inspire kids and give them a safe place, try to make a difference, I guess. I know it sounds kind of rainbows and unicorns, but I think when you come from a dysfunctional family, you can either sink to the level of the dysfunction, or you can find a way to rise above it and to try to extend a hand to other people. And I found that art was a great way to deal with emotions. If somebody's feeling anger, or somebody's feeling sadness, rather than do something that's destructive, I found that art was a great outlet for people. And so going into teaching, it was really to try to help other people that might be dealing with dysfunctional homes or hard emotions that they didn't really know how to manage. And so I thought it would be a good way to help other people learn how to navigate their own life, to try to do something positive for themselves, instead of fall down and go down the wrong path. I left my home state of Idaho when I was 18. I had $1,200 to my name, and I got in my car and moved out here not knowing anyone. And I think it's important for people to not exist in a place of fear, because fear will hold people back. I've never been afraid of making mistakes, and I've made a lot of them, and I'll continue to make a lot, but the thing that gets me up every day would be my kids.
Il voit les amours passer et les chagrins. Combien faudra-t-il de plages? Combien